As you might have guessed, we're going away for a week. But it got us thinking, and we have set ourselves a challenge. So every week, we both put aside £100 each.
That's to cover shopping.
Yeah.
Can I have a plain double cheeseburger with only cheese and only ketchup? It also includes the money we spend on eating out. And Claire's cacophony of 72 breakfasts a day. Fantastic, thank you, cheers. Always have to double check. Only cheese, only ketchup. Spot on. We spend £50 a week on dog care.
I spend £20 a week on fuel.
So with a total budget of £270, our challenge is to have a week away for the same amount of money that we would spend if we were at home. Game on. Okay, so our first big expenditure is the fuel. So what I'm hoping that £80 will see us through the week. Fingers crossed.
So the shopping's done. The grand total came to £48.57. Now we've budgeted 60, so we might have to top up in the week. But £5 of that was bottled water. So I mean, we could have got water a little while ago and filled up the bottles to save a bit of money. But hey ho, we'll see how we go.
So now we're fueled, that is us back on the road. We've got sat-nav set up, we've got a range of fuel of 405 miles, and the place that we are going to is a 262 mile round trip. Now bearing in mind we are going away for a week though, so we are going to be driving around as well. So yeah, fingers crossed we can do it all on a full tank. So just a little update on the journey, we've actually done 50 miles so far, and our range has gone up to 425. So you can see the benefit of driving at 60 on the motorway rather than 70. Okay, so after that journey, we've got 355 miles left of the tank. We have arrived. Now we decided that because essentially it's going to be on a budget this week, we're almost going to be living full time in the van, and we're going to have to live like full timers and find as cheap or as free places to park as we can. So bearing in mind we're going to live like full-timers, we've come to the heart of full-time van life. Claire, where have we come?
Castleton!
So we're at Castleton tonight, probably tomorrow night as well, and then we'll move on from here, perhaps go to the Bakewell type area. So, yeah. Well, welcome back to Cooking with David. I haven't shrunk. The reason why I'm all the way down here is because I'm out the back and the van's on the ramps. So the back of the van's up here somewhere. But I'm going to cook outdoors because it's much better cooking on here. The smells go outside and I can stay cool. Now what we're having tonight is we've got this from Aldi. We're going to have that lot of chicken, which means we can use that for something else. So this was quite a good multi-pack. I think it's £4.50, but there's quite a lot of chicken in there for £4.50. I'm going to do the chicken. It's going to go in a wrap. It's going to go in a wrap with a couple of these hash browns. And then on the side, we're going to have chips. So for anyone who's going to ask how the diet's going, it ain't. But this is going to be nice.
We're on holiday.
I've got my sous chef indoors. She's going to prep and do like all of the making up there. And yeah,
I'm going to get sorted here.
We'll shout you when it's all done and we'll show you what it looks like because it'll be tasty. Tessie, that's where I sit for dinner. Tessie, That's where I sit for dinner. You don't sit there, do you? Tessie? Can I sit down, please? What a view for our first breakfast. Now, because we're on a budget, today's going to be the first day that Claire's not going to have a second breakfast. Please keep everything you've got crossed for me and wish me luck. So day one of the budget challenge, it's been pretty challenging. It's raining, and unfortunately I'm living in the van with 3 princesses who won't come out in the rain. So I've gone for a wander. I'm going to go to the shop, see what we can find for lunch, see if we can find some squash, and I'm going to take it back to them. Okay, so something we forgot to get the other day that I've just got from the shop in Castleton, we'll add it to the budget, is squash. £1.49. Has anyone ever gone to bed in August and woke up in the middle of April? Because I've just come back from Castleton, I'm soaking wet, and I think that's what's happened to us. It was lovely last night. So this is the realities of a budget holiday. We can't go out because it's raining and I'm stuck with 3 people who'll melt if they go out in the rain. It's horrible out there. Look at that. Horrible. So what I'm doing is I'm doing something for you guys actually. I'm editing our website. You heard it here first. So if you want our website, go to dolittlecampers.co.uk. Simple as that. Check it out. So the sun is out and Mrs. Dolittle is allowing me to go out for a walk with her. She's going to emerge from the van in a minute because there's no rain. It's very windy though. But yeah, we're hoping to get up the top of there. Well, it's a cracking walk. It's hard work. There's lots of loose stone, but look. Tessie and Claire leading the way up there. You alright, Claire?
No.
You got this, didn't you? Don't worry. So you see the people down there, that's actually where we scrambled up through that path. Hopefully we've got Castleton on our left when we get to the top. If we haven't, we got lost. It's not moving, Claire. It's stamped. Oh, well done you. Turn around and go back. I ain't going through that.
Don't move.
They're not gonna, look. Oh my. They're not moving.
They're moving.
Ah.
They're moving.
Tessie
saves the day.
Whoa. Thank you, Tessie. There we go. You've got the 3 girlies there. You might see the background's different. So we've moved on to our next place. We've actually moved on to Grindleford, to the station here. Now there's one that's on park for nights and it's cost us £2, so we need to add £2 into the budget. So actually today that brings our total spend to £3.45. £1.45 for the juice and £2 for the parking. So this is where we are. We had our pick of bays actually, but not a lot of them are flat. So this road goes back down to the station. It is the station car park. You pay by Ringo, £2 for 24 hours. So absolute bargain. I did see a train earlier down at the station. I'll drop the footage in of that now. But Claire, you went for a walk, didn't you?
Yes.
And you found somewhere that we can go with moving water.
Yeah, it's lovely. So through the forest and there's some roots and there's a little bit of a scramble.
Oh, not again.
It's not high though, it's not an incline. But yeah, it's along a stream, so it's really nice. I want to come back.
Okay.
With you.
watching trains and a stream. Free entertainment. Second day of our holiday. It'd have been really nice to go out and eat at a restaurant, but as you guys know, we're actually on a budget. Now normally when we're in the van, you all know I end up cooking, don't I? Like I did goujons yesterday and that sort of thing. But Claire's doing a meal tonight. What are you doing, Claire?
Sausage gnocchi ragu.
She's doing sausage gnocchi ragu. It's one of Joe Wicks's meals. You know, he's the little git that gets everyone doing PE.
It's not as healthy as Joe Wicks's one.
No, we got chorizo sausages. Sorry, Joe. But yeah, Claire is cooking. Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye.
Oi!
She got a knife. Look at that. So that's actually far less chaotic than when I cook. Look. It's even like perpendicular to the edge of the worktop.
I've got it all laid out. I've got it all under control, David. Turn the camera off.
So we're now at the point where we're going to end up spending more money. So since we left you, we went to Blackamoor Nature Reserve. We also parked up near Frogat for the night and went for a lovely walk there. So we've not actually spent any money, so that's why we haven't really picked you up. Next week's video will be about the places that we visited. We wanted this video to be more about how you can go away on a budget. So check out next week's video and that'll have Blackamoor in it. It'll have Frogat Nature Reserve. But for the time being, I need to go into Aldi. £14.86. So that's the shopping done. Claire's packed it away after I bought it. I've told her how much it was. What was it?
£14.86.
£14.86. So I'll put the running total on the screen right now and you can see how much we spent up to date and how much we've got left of our budget. Right, we're now going to head to Bakewell. Okay, so after spending money in Aldi, we've now spent a little bit more. I've just been to get a parking ticket. It's £3.80 for 3 hours in Bakewell. Parking is going to start chomping at this budget. So yeah, better make the most of it and better go and have a wander around Bakewell. We'll take you with us and we'll show you a few
I'll try not
sites.
to buy a Bakewell tart because we haven't really got it in the budget, but can't promise anything.
Anyway, we'll pick you up next time we spend money. So what do you do when it rains? You can't spend money and support the economy. So we have just gone and bought 2 ciders, £11.40. Stick it up on the screen and we'll take it off the budget. Anyway, we're going to enjoy. What you got? What cider, do you know?
Pineapple and raspberry old moot.
Okay, enjoy. Outside the Bakewell tart shop, Claire has put her order in. She's told me what I've got to go in and get, and obviously I can choose what I want for myself. We'll let you know how much this costs when we come out. Verdict's in, £6.15. We'll add that onto the... for 2 puddings. Yeah, but look, Claire's is twice the size of mine. I come out and she says to me, why have you got one that's bigger than mine? I says, no, I says, yours is the big one actually.
That's all right then.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that it's different sizes now, does it? No. Okay, so one thing Mrs. Dolittle forgot to put on the shopping list when I went to Aldi's was milk. So we need to add another £1.45 onto the bill. And I need to get this milk back to the van quickly before we end up spending any more money in Bakewell. So we're just settling down. We're going to watch some YouTube in a minute. We're going to watch some friends from the Isle of Man, but I'm banned from mentioning their channel because I don't want free publicity. We have got, as I said...
No, not for you.
We have got a Bakewell tart and a Bakewell pudding. Look at whose is bigger. What have you got to say for yourself?
I deserve a big one. because I've done more exercise.
Claire?
Cut.
No, that's going in, that is.
I've done more exercise today. I deserve a bigger pudding.
You deserve a bigger pudding, okay. So, just out of interest, guys, comment down below, would you have a Bakewell tart or would you have a Bakewell pudding? So I just had my Bakewell tart and it was gorgeous, but what I want to know is why is it that no matter who makes them, whether they be homemade, whether they may be made by Mr. Kipling or whether they be made by the Bakewell Tart Company at Bakewell, why are they always so stingy with the cherry on top? You only ever get like a glacier cherry cut in half. Unbelievable. Comment down below if you know why. What?
Don't they come in halves in the jars? Like when you get a jar of cherries, aren't they already halved?
Why are glacier cherry jars so stingy? Why do they cut them in half? Why can't I have a full one?
Yeah. Go on. Go on. Yeah, you're fine. Just go out. Go out. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so now we're safely off of the wall. We're going to head to our next destination. Now this will probably be one of the significant spends on our holiday. I'm going to pass you back to Claire in a minute. She's going to explain how much we spent, where we're going and why we had to spend it.
So we are now off to Ashbourne Heights Holiday Park. We obviously need to empty the toilet, have showers. Really looking forward to a nice shower and wash my hair. But yeah, and all the things that you can do on a campsite that you can't do off grid. We're going to get the solar out because the sun's out, so that will be nice. We top up our battery and we can just relax for a bit. So it is costing us £44 a night. If we'd have gone later in the year when it's not peak, it would only cost us £22 a night. So we could have saved a bit of money had we gone later, but we're doing it this week because of the bank holiday. So that is that. So we will catch you up at the campsite.
So there we go. We are now at a campsite, which was our big spend, 44 quid. This is what £44 gets you. A pitch on grass, a bit of electric, but you do get that view. You also get free drinking water, and it's unlimited. And as a greasy bonus,
the swimming pool is included in the price.
Let's go for a swim. Hello, so after a night on the campsite, recharging all the batteries and that huge £44 spend, we decided to go to Dovedale for the day because it's only up the road. Let's go and have a look and see how much we've got to pay for parking and we'll add that into the expenditure. Okay, so just been to get a parking ticket. It's quite a big one to go into the budget. £7. I could have got away with £4, however £4 was for 4 hours and I don't know how long we're going to be because we're probably going to want to have lunch here, we're probably going to want to eat. So yeah, it's quite a bit. Whew. Hello. So I don't know how far we walked, but we walked for over 2 hours. So we've got another 2 hours back. So we thought we'd better stop and have an ice cream and get a drink. So an ice cream and a drink came to £13. So we've got to add that onto the bill as well. But yeah, it's quite a nice place, look. So we are at our last stop of the holiday. Yeah. We're doing a pub stop, aren't we?
Yes.
We had a little bit left in the budget, as you can see. We had £46.32 left. What do you think our chances are of getting a meal and a squash for £46.32?
Well, if we're sensible and don't pig out, then we should be able to do it.
Okay, wish us luck.
No wine.
We'll film the menu, we'll let you know how we get on. I think it is definitely going to be a squash. But we do have ciders and WKD in the van. So
yeah, we can have a drink after, can't we?
Yeah, we can. Right, we need to go because our table's booked for 1.5 minutes time. Catch you in a bit. So we are back in the van after a lovely meal in the pub. We're not going to tell you what pub it is because that will be in our video in a couple of weeks' time. But the results are in. Drum roll. So, the cost of our dinner was £36.65, which means there was how much of our budget left?
We've got £9.67 left.
£9.67 left, so look at that.
I said we could have shared a pudding for that £9.67.
I'll take her to a service area on the way home. Also, just to let you know, we've got enough fuel as well because we've got 180 miles left on the clock in the tank. And it's 110 miles for us to get home. So unless something goes drastically wrong, in which case we'll update you next week, we did the challenge!
We did it!
We proved that you can go on holiday for a week in the UK for the same amount of money as you would have spent if you spent it at home.
In the van.
But, yeah, in the van. But we could have done a couple of tweaks to save even more money. If we'd have stayed a bit more local than Derbyshire, we'd have used less fuel. If we'd have gone away...
a bit later on, it would have been cheaper on the campsite.
Yeah.
We could have filled up the water bottles and bought water with us rather than buy new water.
Yeah.
We could have... I could have cooked a couple of meals, excuse me, I could have cooked a couple of meals and brought them away with us rather than buy everything to cook. So yeah, there's a few things we could have done. Yeah. But we did it, and yeah.
And I mean, we had a pint in a pub that we didn't have to do that.
We did treat ourselves a little bit.
But we wanted to give to the economy of the places that we were going as well. So yeah, I'm absolutely chuffed we've done it. The bank manager's chuffed that we've done it. Tune in next week because you'll see more detail of the places that we visited and what we did. Anyway.
Yeah. See our adventures next week.
Yeah, exactly.
There's been a lot of them.
Yeah. Anyway, Dolittle's done.